Who would do this to their machine? Yeah, apparently I should have just bought a boat. That's what all the people on the Polaris Ranger page on Facebook tell me. Should have bought a boat. Why would you do that to your machine? I don't understand. Because it's fun, people. Hey guys, welcome back to 3BR Off-Road. Today we are finally getting the harness put in my bike. So I've already gone through the entire harness and taped stuff up, checked for any cracks in the wires, breaks, anything like that. So we're good to go there. Time-lapse that whole thing, so let's jump to that real quick. Alright, so now that I'm like halfway through, I thought it'd be like the perfect time to kind of go over why I'm doing this. So, cramping my hand up just doing all that stuff. One reason, going through and checking, make sure, since it is a used harness, make sure there's no breaks. I think I found one on one of the grounds somewhere in here. Just little nicks like that stuff. It's probably not going to show up, but there's a little nick in that wire. There's some over here too. Yeah, you can see it right there. Stuff like that. Make sure there's nothing else in the harness like that. Because I had a lot of issues with my bike already because of stuff like that. Replaced, I don't know how many plugs, how many sensors, how many wires I've actually ran extra, like had to go back through and rerun wires just because they broke and we were pulling them out and they were all corroded. So going through and doing that. Two, going through the painstaking process of taping it all up. That way the wires aren't in there rubbing up against each other and getting a grit in between them and wearing through the sheathing. Hopefully it'll help out. I don't know, maybe it's a waste of time. Maybe not, maybe it'll help. I'm hoping it does. So that's why I'm kind of going through that process and doing that. But yeah, halfway through. So that's like the whole front part of the bike. Now this is basically the grounds and where it goes up to the starter and everything. And then we're going to work our way to the back of the bike where all the stuff for the engine is and the ECU and the fuse block, all that stuff. So we're working our way back. Well, this is kind of middle, that's back. But that's where we're working our way to. Painstaking process. But I had to take a break from the time-lapse to kind of go over that because time-lapse gets boring in the middle. Just listen to music and blah, blah, blah. Let me know, what kind of music do you like on there? Do you like the rap? Do you like the country? Do you like the rock? What do you want to listen to in there? I'm not watching the videos. You guys are. So, yeah, let me know below. So yeah, now it's time to actually get this thing installed. I started unplugging some stuff, but I realized real quick that we're going to take off a lot of the plastics. So let's get to it. Alright, so I think I got all the plastics that are going to be in my way off. I don't think I need to take the front fenders completely off. Hood, front grille, all that stuff's gone. So now it's time to start unplugging shit and getting it out of my way so I can start sliding the new harness in. This should be a lot of fun, but we'll see. Yeah, started unplugging some stuff already, but let's get to it. Alright, so all the wires up front, everything's unplugged. Diff, brakes, radiator, or the radiator fan, headlights. I think that's about it. Maybe. I don't know. Not a professional here. Just winging it. Once again, I'm wrong. So, this whole fascia piece has to come off, or whatever the hell this is. Yeah, this whole thing underneath here needs to come off to make this a little easier. So, let me get that off there. Alright, so we got the cowl off there, and now we have full access to all these, so it makes life a little bit easier. Still gonna be pain in the ass. I got one back here. Alright, center section of the seats out with all the where the ECU plugged in, fuse block was. Everything's undone underneath there, courtesy of AJ. Yeah, we gotta fish this through. I think I need you to pull while I push, like snake it through, so let's try that. Alright, things have officially escalated here. Got lots of parts. There's the floor. Yeah, there's lots of stuff missing now. Just what I want to see 3 days before I'm leaving to go to Georgia. Woohoo! Oh, all the harness is out. Wasn't too terrible. I want to blow this thing out before I... Yeah, we're going to blow it out. F it. There's a lot of sand in here. It's bad. AJ, it's so bad! Who would do this to their machine? Yeah, apparently I should have just bought a boat. That's what all the people on the Polaris Ranger page on Facebook tell me. Should have bought a boat. Why would you do that to your machine? I don't understand. Because it's fun, people. What he said, it's mine. I can do whatever I want with it. I didn't buy it to plow snow or haul hay. I bought it to go bogging. That's what we do. Bog deep. Just send it. But yeah, she's dirty. But no more harness. She gone. Bye-bye. Oh no. Bye-bye. New harness. Old harness. This one's got like 5,000 pounds of sand in it. It's so bad. So bad. Alright, so the hardest part of the harness is in. Because you have to come up between that little crack there. And it's tight. Back half's easy. Front half was the hardest part. I think we're there though. We're in a good spot. Might be able to make this thing run tonight. Who knows? You don't think so? Why would you do that, AJ? Getting close though. Finally. Procrastination level is like 110% on this. Or just being busy. I don't know. One of the two. Alright, so harness is in. It's not buttoned back up. We want to make sure it's going to start first. So, here in case you just point and shoot. It's easy. Moment of truth.
Say a little prayer for me.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah! Yes! Going to Georgia, boys!
I'm not, but I mean, you can.
Yes!
How does that make you feel?
Fucking awesome. That's awesome. It's time to drink now. We can drink now.
Well, see, you trust my electrical diagnostic skills, which I'm pretty good at.
Oh, you got a fuel problem. Oh, you got a spark problem. Oh, I can fix it. Oh, you need a harness. Yeah, I trust them, bud.
Yeah, you had all those problems because of a bad harness.
That wasn't your first diagnosis, though.
It wasn't, though.
It was thrown.
We got a lot more work to do before Georgia.
Why? Oh,
the frames.
Yeah, but that's easy stuff. If she runs, she runs. That's what matters.
It runs.
First try too.
First try.
That was pretty quick too. We had the harness in 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
About 15 minutes. Wasn't bad. It took us longer to pull the other one out. But hell yeah, I'm pumped. Pretty fucking pumped right now. Not gonna lie.
Man, I just gotta fix the frame.
Yeah, that's a another issue we got going on. But yeah, the frame's twisted right there, so we'll get her button back up and then worry about that. So the plan is we're gonna fix this for now, and then probably after Georgia and probably a few more rides because it's running now. We're just gonna go send it again, of course. So
I'm gonna chop. I'm not doing anything with mine until I really chop the top and everything.
we're gonna go ride Goose Pond here shortly.
Yeah, Goose Pond is good.
Okay,
I'm always down.
you're gonna go ride Goose Pond with me. But
Warm up first. It's cold here in Florida.
it's a little chilly. It was like in the 30s this morning.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's cold. AG's always in a jacket. It could be like 82 degrees. He's like, I'm chilly.
I was on the side of the 528 today with like 30-mile-an-hour sustained winds.
I feel bad for you.
It was cold.
Real cold.
Yeah,
Did you
but
have your
the
Milwaukee jacket with the heater?
I had the plugged in everything.
Jeez.
But I tell you what, if it was I got in my truck after I was heading back to the shop. Got in my truck, and it said it was only 60 degrees outside. I'm like, ain't no way. I mean, I was freezing.
It's the wind.
I'm telling you, it was freezing.
Because I was in the truck and it said 50, and I'm like, it feels way colder. But the plan is come in here somewhere and hack it off.
Hack it off, stretch it.
Yep, stretch it. We're going to fit some bigger tires in this thing because I don't like little tires. Go big, go home.
I was going to say, there's no reason if we run the front forward like 3 inches, and tire size is just ridiculous how much you can fit.
I think
it's like these bikes, they're same lift. This bike's got basically the same lift, but they can fit the 37.
Wheel well's just way bigger. Fit 37. So we're gonna go extreme and chop, cut, rebuild, all that stuff.
CCR, baby.
Yeah. So we got a lot more work to do. So let's get to it. All right. So it's the following day. We're back at it. As you saw, we got it running. So we're that much closer. So now we need to get it all back together. That's boring, right? Yeah, I don't think we need to film that. It's just putting stuff back together. It's not fun. So we're gonna snap it. This is how easy it is. This is how fast it takes, guys. It's literally just like that. So easy. Definitely didn't take me all night to do that, at all, or anything. But yeah, she's back together, ready to go. I say she's ready to go. I still have to fix the frame, and the frame's worse than I thought. It's pretty bad. I don't know if we can see in here. Let's try and get that past the microphone. It's really not. It's not coming across too good. But basically, the right side over there is pushed all the way through the frame, and that one's almost all the way through the frame. And just so you can see the difference, plastics are a little pulled out, so it's a little deceiving. But basically, if we can get in here in a lug, basically touching my fist at the plastics. And the other side, I mean, yeah, it's pretty bad. That frame's pretty toast, so we're gonna do what we can to fix it. So let's get to that. Actually, I say let's get to it. It's like midnight. I'm gonna go home, and then you'll be back in the middle of this video. But you guys don't need to know all that stuff. It's all good. All right, so we're back. Different day, same video. It is now time to try and fix my frame. We are less than 24 hours away from leaving to go to Georgia, and my frame's still messed up. And I can't ride like that because it rubs real bad right there. I mean, you can see it's already destroyed the plastics. So, somehow, we have to fix whatever's going on in there. See if we can't get a... Somehow we have to fix that. I have an idea. First thing we're going to do is pull. I have the portal and everything jacked up. We're going to bust the lower A-arm off. I think we can get away with only doing that. I'm hoping so because I'll save us a lot of time. Don't have to pull everything off. If we can just pull off that bottom A-arm and get away with it, we're gold. If we take everything else off, it can be a little tight there, but we'll get it done. Alright, so the bottom A-arm is kind of off once again. I hate ball joints. It's not wanting to cooperate with me. And I don't want to break it right now because I don't have any extras. Actually, I do have extras. Might put one in it, because this one's pretty rough. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, we can kind of get a better look at what we're dealing with now. Yeah, she's pretty rough. It's kind of hard to get the camera into that angle of it, but it's pushed in on the, basically caved the frame in on both sides. So what we're going to go ahead and do is probably starting right about here, cut along the frame, cut these tabs off, cut this bottom plate off, and then we're going to take a piece of angle iron and plate the bottom and side, and then re-weld this stuff on for now. Hopefully that'll solve our problem for the time being. It'll be a simple solution. Oh yeah, you can get a good view of it now. Still not going to run focus, just want to catch everything in the foreground, but you can kind of get an idea what's going on. It's she got twisted in there pretty good, so we'll get it out, get it all welded back up, and hopefully get it back together. And be on our way. Who knows? Might run into more problems. Probably will. This is seriously what it's come to. Alright, so initial idea of using angle iron, like this little piece we cut here, to do it, to plate it all up, is not going to work because the frame necks down and gets smaller up front, so it's all crooked and shit. So we're going to make a plate that goes across the front, and a plate goes across the bottom, and we'll be good to go.
Alright, so what we ended up doing, because the angle iron wouldn't work, this is the exact shape of the frame. This is the frame here. It goes flat and then kicks up. Those two marks are where the tabs got to go. And I cut these, drill holes in them, so we get as much surface area as possible. So we'll tack it up, and then also made them a little bit shorter so the weld will go all the way around it. Once again, as much surface area as possible. We'll get it tacked up and then kind of set up in there, make sure everything's where it belongs. But we also did, so the material that the frame is made out of is only this thick. The tabs, no, same thickness.
Is it?
The tabs were this thick too, so the tabs that we're doing now are obviously thicker, just a little bit more. So it's just the next size up. I mean, it's a little overkill for a temporary fix, but it's okay.
I'll break something else before I break this again.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so that's finished product.
Yeah, it's kind of goobered on there, but it's got good heat transfer, obviously, so it's not going nowhere.
Yeah, show me that heat transfer.
I had the welder turned way too low, and then I had it turned way too high, and it just sped up to keep up with it.
It's okay.
But yeah, it's not going nowhere.
If it breaks apart, I'll be calling you bitching.
Bring
me your f***ing Honda.
It ain't gonna break apart.
No,
because that's,
like I said, one of my ball joints will break before that.
We plug welded it, so then this is gonna get plug welded to the frame, and we're not gonna plug weld the bottom because it means it's gonna get welded all the way around, and that'll all get filled in. And that's the thing. Take your time, make a part.
Yeah, I mean, it looks almost square, but when you get in there and look at it, it's not square whatsoever.
And then plus that, the frame's bent.
But like I said, this is a temporary fix.
I mean, like the frame's bent in there and bent in there from the old stuff. So, and it's like 2.5 inches, and it goes to 2 inches. So it just fits flush across the top, flush across the bottom. So you just take your time and actually make a part. Fits, and if it fits, it ships. You know.
We'll glue her on there real quick. And
give me the hammer real quick. I see a spot.
You're not forget about that too.
Yeah.
What are you talking about now?
Right here.
Oh, along that seam.
Run a bead and then we'll grind it off and then.
Yeah, you can't. Looking at something you can't see. Hopefully it'll work.
It should. I mean, it's kind of pushed in a little bit, so.
But yeah, adding that material should push everything back out.
So you guys put a little bead across there. We'll grind that back off. We'll take this, weld that first plug first. That fits in there better now. And then once we get that plugged and those two plugs, then we'll take this and we'll tap it.
Get it flush.
Get it flush, because it's close, but it's not. You can see it. I don't know if you can catch it in the camera, but you can see, but it's not quite. Like, it's not a 90-degree angle right now.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to get once flat to the frame, and then we'll flush it up all the way, and it'll fit tight. Sweet.
Hell yeah. Plates all in. Can't see it because the lighting sucks in here, but it's all in, welded up, painted. Waiting on the paint to dry, and then we'll throw the air back on. And hope it doesn't break again. Right? Good conversation.
Sorry, hang on, I'm getting in on some Facebook shit right now. You wanna know my conversation? You ready?
Oh, Jesus. Well, I can tell you right now, that was fun trying to get that bottom A-arm back on because something else is obviously tweaked. It's bad, really bad. But it's on there with a little bit of effort. But if you remember before, it was like fist touching, like fist maybe 2 inches. I think we even have more clearance than we do on this side. Yeah, there's more clearance now, so sweet. Solved my problem, so shouldn't destroy the plastics this weekend. It might still rub, who knows. It might rub under extreme conditions, but I think we'll be fine. So, now it's time for me to get loaded up, packed up, and head out pretty much. First thing is to get this thing loaded up. Alright guys, so everything kind of came together and worked out in my favor for once. And it's running on the trailer, running on its own, you know, moving under its own power, everything. So I'm really stoked about this. Finally a chance to go relax and, you know, first ride of the year. It's been a month into the year. I don't know what's up with that, but I'm pumped, dude. No, I'm really pumped, guys. It's been a little while. Still got a lot more to do to the bike. We're not done with the frame. We're gonna do a little bit more of a permanent fix. Probably not right when we get back. We'll probably go ride it a few more times just because to get it out of the system. But I'm pumped. That's all I can say, really, guys. So yeah, look forward to some videos from Possum Creek. It's gonna be a good time. Until next time, guys. Peace.